Hello, fellow wanderer. I wanted to show you one of the many examples of what social scientists call motivated reasoning. In this example, we are going to have a look at how the idea of radicalization pipeline or white supremacy pyramid is a political tool to be used without any rational reservation or self-criticism to further the dehumanization of the conservatives. In essence, this one-sided argument furthers the kinds of behavior it purports to stop, by equating all instances of political incorrectness with genocide. It's one half of a bad slippery slope argument. So we will also have a look at the other side. Let's start by looking where the idea came from. Safehouse Progressive Alliance for Nonviolence, a non-profit, social justice activist group, was formed in 1979. In 2001, Ellen Tutzlow graduated from Wesleyan University with BA in sociology. She went on to join multiple social justice organizations. In 2005, the so-called white supremacy pyramid appeared in their resources. In 2016, the pyramid was adapted by Ellen Tutzlow. In 2017 and 2018, the pyramid was reported as being used in universities.
In 2017, Tara Babcock posted a picture of herself in a MAGA hat. She is not a supporter of Donald Trump. In fact, she wore it to make fun of him. This did not stop Reddit users like Toasty Tortoise, sporting a communist avatar, to start outrage about the picture on Reddit. Tara's jokes fall into Ellen's pyramid. But then again, what doesn't?
In 2019, Stephen Destiny Bonil used a DL version of the pyramid to convince fellow streamer, Tara Babcock, that she shouldn't make politically incorrect jokes. Here is an excerpt from that conversation.
I believe that I'm in a position where I do try to do at least a reasonable amount of good. So to say that I'm doing absolutely none is hard for me to fathom, I guess. But I mean, I would probably try to change up if I thought I was measurably harming society. I would most likely try to change up what it is I do.
If I thought I was measurably harming the society, I would most likely want to change up what it is that I do. At this point, you might be wondering, what if the pyramid is not so much as wrong, but doesn't include the ways in which social justice groups and individuals dehumanize conservatives or Christians? Moreover, is it possible that other pipelines exist, for instance, a communist pipeline that ends with genocide or revolution?
Since neither Ellen's pyramid nor ADL's pyramid are supported by research, but rather by activist motivation, I took the liberty to also jumble whatever made sense from observing the developments on the internet for the past 15 years into a Marxist pyramid pipeline.
On May 2, 2019, Destiny talked about that particular pipeline with the Young Turks host, and a Twitch opportunist, Hassan Piker. Here is an excerpt from that conversation.
Is it because I'm a lefty that you're already attacking me?
You're not a fucking lefty, okay? You said you're a sock dem, aren't you?
No, I'm not a sock dem.
Wait,
no.
What are you?
Wait, what? No, I mean, I don't know what I am, but I'm.
Oh wait, you do that eat the rich shit too, don't you? Oh god. Listen, man, you're gonna be the biggest Twitch streamer because I'm gonna give you all of my lefty fucking fans, which is apparently 80% of them. Just absorb them from me.
When you and I were having a conversation, I would say that Democratic Socialist is a large umbrella that would probably fit my more reformist perspective. Okay. I'm not a revolutionary. I've talked about this before. I talk about this quite frequently on my channel because there are plenty of tankies in my channel who always get mad at me and say, "Oh, it's because you haven't read this 700-page book, or that 700-page book, or it's because you just don't understand. You're beholden to imperialist propaganda." But what I was gonna say is, when I was listening to what you were talking about earlier today, okay, no, when you were talking about how your businesses are technically cooperatively owned, and that
I don't know if that's actually true. I'd have to think about it, but.
Okay, but for the most part, you the fact that you even considered that, the fact that you've thought about it beyond what's the lowest amount of money that I can give this person, and then on top of that, the fact that you went from a libertarian to more of a liberal to not understanding what a neoliberal was, but claiming that you were a neoliberal, and then realizing that, and then calling yourself openly a social democrat, means that, and now that you're having these sorts of thoughts, and the fact that you even said, I wouldn't have an issue with a post-capitalist utopia. It means that you're going down the natural pipeline of thinking about these things in a more critical fashion. I don't give a fuck how many super fucking five-head people in your chat are probably right now telling me that I'm an idiot and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you'll never be a full communist until you read Bakunin or whatever. But don't listen to them. Just no one has any of the right answers. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have like, for the record, I don't like have huge problems with lefties and shit. I'm just getting real tired of like the Chapo shit in my subreddit. Like every other post being like kill the rich
Sure.
and shit is like getting real fucking old. Like it feels like I'm reading like a fucking fasci board where it's like kill the Jews and shit. Like it's not to say that necessarily this is as bad as that, but it's like about as like intellectually rewarding. Like reading post after post after post about how capitalism is horrible and socialism is going to solve all of our problems from a bunch of like 22-year-old white kids that are like LARPing as fucking Marxists online.
Since we are on the subject of pipelines and subreddits, r/communism101 subreddit was created in November 2013. r/late stage capitalism, while younger, is also a communist subreddit and has 400,000 followers.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of that. But that also means that the move, like that's just every movement that is successful on the internet, and I see that as like a part of, I see that as growing pains and a part of the progress. It just comes along with that territory, no matter what you do.
Okay.
Um, and I'm also constantly conflicted because on the one hand, I'm also thinking like, well, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't do the, they get the wall, they get the bullet memes. But then also at the same time, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, are we just not allowed to do memes because we're on the left, like ever? You know what I mean?
Um, yeah, I
I mean,
mean you can, but like when I have people that are like reformists, like Irish Laddie is a reformist, isn't he?
no, he's a revolutionary.
Are you 100% sure on that?
I mean, I don't know. I think that's the difference between
I
me
thought
and.
he was a reformist. I didn't think he was in favor of like the violent revolution
No, he
shit.
talks about political violence. I
Well,
mean, I don't.
political violence, but he believes that like the big. I thought the difference between a revolutionary and a reformist is like a reformist thinks the system can be changed from within, and a reformist thinks you need like a violent revolution to do it, right? Or is that not true?
No, he's revolutionist. Like he's a revolutionary. He believes that like violence is an absolute necessity to.
I thought he was
Um,
like pro Bernie, like anti-accelerationism and shit.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's. I mean, I can't speak for him. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure
Okay,
he's
yeah,
talked
I could be
about.
wrong. He might be a revolutionary. I'm trying to remember. I thought we had like a Minecraft conversation, and I was either talking to him and someone else or him and you. And like I asked the question of like, did he like Bernie or not? And I thought he was the one that said that he didn't like Bernie, or no, that he did like Bernie, but he
No, I
thinks.
like
I
Bernie
know you do.
because
Yeah.
I think yeah, I like Bernie because I think that it's slow progress. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
but some people don't like Bernie because they think
the
they
problem
puts
is
that off the inevitable
Irish calls
resolution.
himself a Marxian economist, or he believes in like anarcho-syndicalism,
Mm-hmm.
which is a perspective that I think you would 100% agree with. That's why I think it's like good that you would talk to Richard Wolff. It wouldn't be a debate at all. It would just be you guys agreeing on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he could also deliver more of a historical perspective in a way
Oh,
that
he's a
I couldn't.
revolutionary, but not an accelerationist. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So he's a revolutionary, but not an accelerationist. But he's an anarcho-syndicalist, and like a lot of times, anarcho-syndicalists are not even revolutionary. They're just they're reformists. So
Okay,
I'm
gotcha. Anyway, my point
I'm
was I brought him on, and he's a big dude, and he talks about killing like every fucking capitalist on my stream, so it gets kind of
yeah.
touchy.
Look, yeah. Okay. That's mostly fucking LARPing, and there's a lot of that. And I don't know. I give a lot more of a leeway to people like that, but the reason why I do that is because I mean, tankies, no matter how fucking insane they seem, are still allies and historically have always been allies in comparison to even liberals who will oftentimes side with fascists when push comes to shove.
Notice how casually the conversation goes over violent revolution? Remember kids, right-wing genocide is bad. Left-wing genocide is good, because it's slower.
I've said this before as well. Like, I mean, this is, I don't know. That's why I don't have an issue with it. And the second reason why I don't have an issue with the tankies, despite like some of the memes getting really fucking annoying, because I get called a liberal or a social fascist like every fucking three words because I dare criticize the immortal science of Marxist Leninism. Um, but the second reason why I think tankies are allies is also because they play a significant role in moving the Overton window closer to a more reasonable leftist perspective.
People are saying tankies killed the other lefties after the revolution in Russia.
Yes, that's true.
That
Tankies
makes
do
them
end
sound
up
like
killing.
not allies.
No, tankies do. I'm saying, but Yeah, I know. I was
So it's like
talking
the
about
Hunger
the
Games, where
immediate
like when
threat.
there's 100 left, you ally with the
Yeah,
tankies, but when there's like 20 left, you have to kill them. Maybe.
yeah. I mean, that's also what is usually true. The left always fucking infights nonstop and eats its own and like literally fucking kills one another, but only after all the fascists are dead. But right now, the way I see it is like there are immediate problems with fascism all around the world, and if we can't fucking
Well,
reform
17
or
months.
change
DGG are
capitalism
still
in a
shit as
meaningful way,
Pepperlaw.
I think you also would probably agree with this as well. That the only foreseeable outcome is like the only foreseeable outcome of liberal capitalism is fascism.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Maybe you don't agree with me on that.
Maybe the dreams can be memes and real, and we can reform shit. I don't know, dude. We'll see though.
But yeah, that was my take on the tankies. But I know it can get a little annoying, but anyway.
Okay.
But I'm sure you can find someone who can disagree with you.
Gotcha.
I mean, who you would debate or at least like learn from in
Oh,
regards
the
to.
Richard Wolf guy is what everybody suggests, so I'll bring him on, and then.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he's Harvard and I think like Stanford educated, like pretty famous Marxian economist. He's an anarcho-syndicalist as well, I think, and um, he's definitely he's definitely a legitimate like he is definitely an intellectual
I don't want to be a socialist if I means we all play
who
video games
would
as well as
also meme
Hassan
on
plays.
the fucking Stalinist
Sekiro.
trogs in your chat who are like, oh, he's not he's not upholding the principles, the immortal science of Marxist Leninism.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. What are you debating someone?
Yep, redoing that gun dude wants to talk again.
Oh damn! Does he have his fucking folders ready or
Yep.
what's up?
Second binder, Andy.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks, buddy. Have fun. Be careful. Okay?
And then after you're done, let's talk about fucking Blair White and shit because I don't know anything about these
Wait,
people.
so is Stefan coming or is that not confirmed?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, feels like not confirmed then. Okay, be careful.
Yeah, probably.
All right, bye.
So, what about Tara Babcock? If Destiny and Hassan are making the case, along the lines of the pyramid, that apathy is violence leading to genocide, they would also have to convince Tara to stop being apathetic in a left-wing direction. This would be achieved by Tara ceasing to joke on her stream. That is to say that if Tara's jokes lead to violence, then why don't her uncovered boobs lead to sexual harassment? Are they going to tell her next to cover up? Or should everyone else keep their radical metaphorical penis in their pants? Tara, don't listen to these guys. Keep your jokes and your tits free. Peace.